What is up, everybody? My name is Ruby, and welcome back to this week's episode of Ruby's Final Score. If you're new here, basically each week I go over the top sports headlines and give you guys my opinions on everything that's going on. So let's get right into this week's episode of Ruby's Final Score. So first up this week, the WNBA Finals have finally concluded and the result was not disappointing. Seattle Storm swept the Las Vegas Aces 3-0 to win the 2020 WNBA Championship, winning Game 3 92-59. Now with this win, Breanna Stewart earned her second WNBA title and her second WNBA Finals MVP title. So she's really shone bright during this playoff series. She scored 26 points and had 4 rebounds to help her team secure the win. Along with Breanna, her teammate Sue Bird also played amazing in this series, and with this, earned her 4th WNBA title. Drafted in 2002, she's had a long and successful 17-year career, and she is still playing just as strong as ever. She was also there for Seattle's previous 3 title wins, and coming off of a missed season last year due to injury, I know that this win means a lot to her. So congratulations to Seattle for winning the 2020 WNBA Championships, and congrats to the WNBA for just pulling off an amazing Wubble season. Likewise, the NBA Finals are also close to a finale, with the LA Lakers leading Miami Heat 3-1 in the series after a 102-96 point Game 4 victory. Now, Game 5 is tonight at 9 p.m., and if the Lakers win it, they win it all. So Game 4 started off pretty slow for both teams, and the Lakers really were focusing on changing things up, especially after losing in Game 3, which nobody expected to happen. They really wanted to come back stronger, and especially focused on defending Heat superstar Jimmy Butler. The Lakers obviously got into the rhythm of things near the end of the game, with Anthony Davis scoring 22 points and 9 rebounds, and LeBron James scoring 28 points, 12 rebounds, and 8 assists. So if the Lakers win tonight in Game 5, they're going to be winning their 17th NBA championship. That's like almost how long I've been alive. Make sure to tune in tonight at 9 p.m. and we are expecting a very exciting game ahead of us. On to the NFL, we had some very exciting and unexpected games this week. The Bengals finally had their first win against the Jaguars, winning 33-25. Joe Mixon had one of the best games of his career, rushing for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns, along with catching a 9-yard pass from rookie quarterback Joe Burrow for another touchdown. All I'm saying is I had Joe Mixon on my fantasy team this week, and he did not disappoint. This guy got me like 40 points. I was freaking out. Speaking of Joe Burrow, holy crap, what a way to start his rookie season. He passed for 300 yards, making him the first rookie in NFL history to have 3 consecutive 300-plus yard games. Oh my gosh, he's definitely bringing what he learned at LSU to the NFL, and I think that he has a very bright career in front of him. The Bengals' offensive line also stepped up, especially compared to the previous game versus the Eagles, only letting Joe Burrow get sacked 1 time versus 8 times in the previous game. So all in all, it was a great performance by the Bengals. We don't really say that often, but great win. Some other stats from some exciting games this week: the Chargers and the Bucks faced off, and we got a taste of old Tom Brady back. He threw for 369 yards and 5 touchdowns, helping the Bucks beat the Chargers 38-31. So the Browns beat the Cowboys in a very high-scoring game, 49-38. Baker Mayfield threw 2 touchdown passes, OBJ got 3 touchdowns, and honestly, the Cowboys and Dak Prescott also had a very impressive game. He had his first 500-yard passing game and threw 4 touchdowns, but it just wasn't enough against the Browns. It's so weird saying that because I feel like my whole life we were making fun of the Browns because they weren't always the best team, and now I'm actually really nervous. They're a very strong competitor for the AFC North. The Eagles won their first game of the season as well, 25-20 over the 49ers. As I've said before, they're facing a ton of injuries right now, so they really needed this win to kind of start the momentum going into the rest of the season. Although the Eagles take on the Steelers this Sunday for the Battle of Pennsylvania, so if they want to start losing, I will be totally fine with it because I want the Steelers to win this. And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs beat the Patriots with their backup quarterback Brian Hoyer after Cam Newton tested positive for COVID-19 in a very defensive-led game, 26-10, making the Chiefs the first NFL team in history to start 4-0 in 4 consecutive seasons. So great job to the Chiefs, and I definitely think we have a new dynasty here with Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. I'm excited to see what comes with them. And last up for this week, the thing that is giving me so much anxiety and nerves lately, COVID is flowing through the NFL and it is not looking good. Patriots star cornerback Stephon Gilmore tested positive earlier this week, along with, like I mentioned earlier, Cam Newton testing positive. The rest of the Patriots are fine as of now. They're getting tested regularly, but all of this is kind of creating a snowball effect with the rest of the season. A couple more Titans players also tested positive, pushing the Titans-Bills game to Tuesday night. Never thought I would say we have a Tuesday night football game, but here we are. 2020 thought differently. To make matters worse, photos surfaced from the NFL investigation on the Titans showing some players working out together without masks on after the facilities had been closed. They're clearly breaking COVID protocols, and I think they deserve to be punished for this, either forfeiting games or honestly just stepping out of this season, because they clearly aren't putting football high enough on the priority list and aren't caring about their teammates and the other teams in the league. I don't know. Nobody's really happy with the Titans right now, myself included, and hopefully the NFL figures out a way to punish them for breaking these protocols. All right, unfortunately, the clock has run out for this week's episode of Ruby's Final Score. To recap what we went over, the WNBA Finals are officially over with Seattle Storm sweeping the Las Vegas Aces 3-0 to win the title. The NBA Finals are also close to a finale with Game 5 happening tonight between the LA Lakers and Miami Heat. If the Lakers win, they take it all and win their 17th title, so we'll see what happens. We had a very exciting Week 4 for the NFL with some upsets, some super high-scoring games, and COVID continues to spread throughout the league, so hopefully we can get a hold on this and get everything under control. What a crazy time for all of us. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe down below so you do not miss an update each week. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys next week for Ruby's Final Score.